Bring Me the Horizon traveled to Arboga, an isolated Swedish village, to write and record their next studio album with producer Fredrik Nordstrom.
Makes the band sound good like Arboga.
Nordstrom is one of the leading melodic death metal producers in Sweden. He's worked with some of the genre's top acts, including Architects, At the Gates, Arch Enemy, Dark Tranquillity, In Flames, Opeth, and Powerwolf. Ollie Sykes described Arboga as, quote, Nowheresville. Sykes considered the isolation Arboga provided as ideal in comparison to the constant activity in Birmingham, the recording location of their first album. During the recording of the album, Nordstrom initially was absent from working with the band. In Sykes' perspective, he drew his own conclusion based on Count Your Blessings.
Yeah, you wanted to move though. I'm trying to...
You're better than Arctic Monkeys, by the way. You like that thing from
However, Nordstrom turned up midway through the recording process and was shocked by the music they had written. And from that point, he became more involved in the recording process.
You guys this fall, it's going to be called Suicide Season. Would you guys like to hear a track off that CD? Alright then.
Nordstrom also taught the band some basic levels of recording and production so they could work through the night.
This is called The Come Down.
By the end of the album, he said it was, quote, one of the best CDs he's done in years.
What did he bring to the album? Can you say something maybe?
It was just like, I think he like, at first he didn't really get us as people, but then like after a while you could tell like he got us, and he was like really into the songs as well. Like he'd come in and he'd be like playing air guitar in the studio to the songs and just like rocking out in his seat and stuff. It was really good.
Was there a turning point for him?
I don't know. I don't know if I could put my finger on it, but
can you maybe?
No, I don't know. Just by the end of it, he said like he actually liked our CD a lot, like what he'd do, and he thought we'd like out of bands that he did, like, because he thought we were doing it best, so they were into it. So
yeah, because I think
just grow on him. I don't think he hasn't done many CDs like that, so he's just used to doing straight up death metal, heavy, like Dimmy Borgia and stuff like that. So
why did you choose him then?
Because he sounds so good, he makes everything sound fucking massive.
Yeah, we went rather with the sound of his CDs rather than the style of them, if you know what I mean. Like we knew he'd done a lot of metal before, but even like our sound, it would have been like benefited from that, and I think it did, because he just brought like all his knowledge of recording towards it.
So what album did he produce that you really liked and thought maybe we should ask him?
Just like a lot, like he did At the Gates CD, and we've been on tour with The Haunted as well, and they've done a couple of CDs with him.
Yeah. Dimmy Borgia, Deathcore Armageddon, that CD sounds fucking massive. Yeah, all the CDs just sound huge.
While the band was in Arboga, they caused a controversy and lit an unlit, prepared bonfire in the middle of the forest. They were put in the local paper for destroying a pagan celebration.
How come that place? Did you visit the place, or was it just the user?
It was just where Fredrik was based, and that's like his studio. So we wanted to I think we wanted to get out of England, to get out of like distractions and stuff.
Why? How come?
Just so we could concentrate on it fully, because we kind of like got short attention spans. Like we probably, if it was anywhere else, we'd probably like, after we finished a day or whatever, we'd be like going to the pub or whatever, or going to the club.
We recorded our last CD in Birmingham because it was right in the city centre. It's like loads of distractions, everyone hang around, people go out, go for walks and just like go like do off whatever, because we had nothing around us. We all kind of like just sat down and concentrated on the record, so that was like one upside to it.
Last time we recorded, we were in
Birmingham in England, just in the city centre, and like this time we were in Sweden in the middle of nowhere, just surrounded by forests and lakes, and there were absolutely nothing around us. So I mean, it just meant we could like focus more on CD and stuff. We didn't get distracted, and yeah, it was good. It helped us a lot.
Yeah, it was all about making that CD because there was nothing else to do. Even that might sound bad, but at the end of the day, it was good that we didn't have anything else to do and there were no distractions, and everyone had to just sit there and listen to this album on repeat, and it wouldn't have been the same album if we recorded it somewhere else.
We recorded our album in April, was it? Yeah. Something like that, in Sweden. It was pretty sweet actually. We did it with a guy called Fredrik Nordstrom.
And we were out in the middle of nowhere in a village, and it was just like us, and that was it. So it was pretty cool.
Pretty much just us on a lake and some trees. And our BMXs.
To promote Suicide Season, the band embarked on their first headline tour of the US, as well as appearing at the 2008 Warped Tour. On August 12, 2008, the music video for The Come Down was released on MySpace.
Will the next album be more different than this one?
Yeah, probably. Like, we don't want to write the same thing again, so it might sound more like Korn this time.
Korn and Centurion. And I think every CD we do will progress and we'll do something different because no one wants to get the same album twice, do they? It gets boring.
I used to go on like forums or whatever, and you see like some kid like saying, I went to a gig and one of the members of Bring Me the Horizon came up to me and he was like, you need a photo of me. And we were like, I read it and I was like, why would you even do that? Who does that anyway? Like, I can't imagine anyone doing it.
I think that's one of the reasons why we've changed our sound so much, because it doesn't sound like deathcore anymore. So I think that it's cool that we're getting out of all that. But it's like, we did that album, but we're changing now, and like you say, it's like, it is kind of like we're on decline, so it's cool to get out of it.
What have you been listening to lately then? We've been listening to a lot of like ambient stuff, haven't we? Like This Will Destroy You, and like loads of like Sigur Rós and all bands like that. I think we've been listening to quite a lot, because when we're on tour you don't really want to listen to like loads of heavy music.
Just got that guy called Bon Iver or something like that. His CD, it's pretty good. It's like all acoustic and stuff. So.
The album was promoted virally in the weeks before its release, with the promotional tagline, September is Suicide Season. Bring Me the Horizon's second studio album, Suicide Season, was released on September 29th, 2008. It was released in the UK and Europe through Visible Noise. The band signed a licensing deal with Epitaph Records, releasing the album in the US in November of 2008. Suicide Season marks a departure from Bring Me the Horizon's previous deathcore sound.
I think everyone just like started to go into, when we were doing the songs, with a more open mind to different like things. Like
we said before we recorded, like we don't, like some people just said, look, I don't want to write the same thing again. I want to do something different. I want to like do something completely different. Everyone like, yeah, I'm up for that as well. So everyone was just, like agreed to do something completely different, but we didn't say like, but it's going to sound like this now. It's just like, it's just going to be different. So whatever. And it was weird at first because we didn't know what to write, but then we just started writing just stuff that we thought sounded cool. That's just how we went with it, so that's how it turned out, really.
The band was subsequently credited for adopting a more eclectic style and moving into a more, quote, straight-up metalcore sound. In an interview with Metal Hammer magazine, Ollie Sykes states that the album is, quote, 100% different from Count Your Blessings. He also said, quote, we experimented a lot more, I think. More with other styles of music we all enjoy, using different instruments and technology, by bringing a lot of digital stuff to the table. Every track is different. Because of this drastic change in sound from Count Your Blessings, they experienced a massive fan base shift. Sykes said the band was more focused when in the studio this time, which made it easier for them to experiment with songwriting and to expand their sound. He said, quote, "We didn't really have any other band we wanted to sound like, or any other style. We just thought we'd try to do something different and see what comes out, and this is what came out."
I think in general it takes a lot of like trust and stuff, but especially Ollie's mum helped us out quite a bit with a lot of like financial stuff as well, and like help set us up, get ourselves like set up as the business side of it all. Okay. So we're pretty young and she helped us out quite a lot.
So what did she do then? Did she book tours or?
No, she just like
helped us like because when it started came to making a bit of money and stuff, and we had to like get like VAT and tax registered and stuff. We didn't know what we were doing. Stuff like that. She helped us out with a lot of business side of it and stuff, and she organised stuff. And
a lot of the merch side as well, like the online merch and stuff. She helped us out quite a bit with that.
She comes to see us and stuff. She likes it. I mean, I don't think it's her favourite kind of music, but she just supported from the start. Like, they sort of takes like a band mom something who like supports you even when your band isn't doing that well until you get there.
It was like Boston was that your first show? Yeah. Boston, you had that big storm, but I see your set was going on. Then I walked by your booth, and the strange thing, it was almost all girls in line to meet you. You know? And then I went and saw you guys like pretty much right after that because I was kind of keeping an eye on it because some people were kind of freaking out. I'm going, it seems like it's just a natural thing out here. That it's like, you know, when you do Big Circle Pit, there's a lot of girls in there. Yeah. I mean, you know, is that weird? Is that weird? Yeah. In the UK, is it the same way or?
Yeah. We seem to find that American audiences they kind of like sing along more. They like know more words and stuff like that. But
it's just more weird because we live in England and we play in England, but then we come to America and people know who we are and sing along to us and stuff. So I guess just because of that, it's a bit weird because we're so far away from home and people are into our band.
The album cover features a girl holding her intestines. Ollie Sykes explained this in an interview, stating, quote, "The whole idea behind the cover is that the girl has her intestines out, and it's about spilling your guts, basically, and opening up to the world."
I don't know if he's got one. His favourite, Leon.
Written in blood.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of different to what we've wrote before, like on all the other CDs and just in general, and I think it's just really different, so I like it. It's cool.
What is his favourite song, do you know?
I'd say Diamonds Out Forever.
Nah, probably Sleep One Eye Open. I don't know, to be honest. I ain't got a favourite song on my album, but I'm happy with him.
The album features guest appearances from vocalist J.J. Peters of These Nuts, Sam Carter of Architects, and Louis Dubuc of The Secret Handshake. Chelsea Smile was released as the second music video from the album on January 19, 2009.
So if you guys were to record a music video for any one of your songs, what would it be and what would the concept behind it be?
I don't know, we always struggle when we're doing videos. Like our last video was just like, we just got a bunch of our friends and we just we bought like a load of booze and we just had a party and everyone was like drunk on set and stuff. I think that's against like some regulations, but we were just like, it was just us getting drunk and then they filmed it and made it into a video.
That's awesome.
So I guess we'd probably just do that again because it was easy.
Well, it helped us out quite a lot as well, especially when we started because we'd never like printed a demo or whatever because we couldn't afford to. So we put our music on there and like other like music sites, but that was the one where people would all check it out and stuff after we play a show. We'd say like, oh, go and check it out, rather than because we didn't have any demos to sell because we couldn't afford to print them or buy them or whatever.
I don't think we'd be sat here today if it went for MySpace. I don't think it'd been so much harder for anyone that's not in our local area to hear our band and stuff and get our name. If it weren't for MySpace, we wouldn't have landed our first proper record label deal and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we owe a lot to MySpace. I think a lot of bands do nowadays.
Bring Me the Horizon attended the 2009 Kerrang tour alongside Black Tide, Deer on Grey, In Case of Fire, and Mindless Self-Indulgence. They also joined Thursday, Cancer Bats, 4 Year Strong, and Pierce the Veil on the North American leg of the 2009 Taste of Chaos tour from February to April. After the tour's organizer, Kevin Lyman, offered them a slot, a bus, and $500 of fuel for the tour. During the Taste of Chaos tour in March of 2009, rhythm guitarist Curtis Ward left the band. His relationship with the band had deteriorated, as his stage performances were poor. He was abusive to audiences during the Taste of Chaos tour, and had contributed little to the writing of Suicide Season. Another reason for his departure was the worsening tinnitus in his one functioning ear. Curtis was born deaf in one ear, and admitted playing in the band worsened the ringing in his other ear to such a degree that he was unable to sleep at night. Ward offered to perform the rest of the tour dates, which the band rejected, and instead asked their guitar technician to substitute for him for the remaining performances. Lee Malia noted that Curtis's departure helped improve everyone's mood, as he had been very negative. Within a week of the tour finishing, Ollie Sykes began talking to Jonah Weinhofen, the guitarist of Bleeding Through at the time. The band knew of him from his work with his former band, I Killed the Prom Queen, and he was asked to join them. Curtis Ward has since worked on the TV show Top Gear, and has occasionally performed on stage with Bring Me the Horizon, playing Pray for Plagues, most notably at Wembley Arena in 2015.
What's not to think? I know you guys really want to hear a song that we don't want to play whatsoever. So we're going to play it. We're going to play it under one condition. Everybody make some fucking noise for Curtis Ward. This song's called Pray for Plagues.
Me and Lee went to school together, and we played in bands together. And then we went to college and met drummer Matt, and we asked him if when we started band like the Ranger Escape Plan. And then he knew as a singer Ollie, we were friends with him, and it just all came together from there, and we ended up not sounding like the Ranger Escape Plan.
Have you ever heard of Top Gear? It's a car program, Top Gear.
Top Gear, yeah, I know.
He got a job there, and and it's something he's always wanted to do and stuff, and we didn't want to hold him back from his dreams, so we let him.
You're joking?
No. He's got an internship for Top Gear. He drives the cars.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see him in the program, but
Did he like cars more than music? Yeah?
Cleos.
Was it hard? Just, I mean, the first few days, just to really focus?
It'd been so hectic, just writing every day and like doing bullshit every day. It was kind of nice just to get there and chill out and relax and have nothing to do apart from just like we're kind of like surrounded by lakes and forests, so it was kind of cool just walking around. It was sweet, nice place to record an album.
Yeah, we went on a few bike rides as well. It's fun.
Have you met other bands out here that you hope to tour with at some point, or how's that going?
Loads of cool bands. Loads of bands, 4 years strong, set your goals.
The third music video was released in April of 2009 for the song Diamonds Aren't Forever.
There's so many bands nowadays that if you ain't got the visual element, then it's going to be hard to like stand out from the crowd. I mean, there's a lot of bands doing the exact same thing, and then if there's a band that's not just doing it musically but visually as well, and actually making something out of the art, I think that makes a difference. And I think a lot of bands don't really realise that, and it's just like that they just need a cover for an album and stuff. But if you can link it to what the music's about and what the band's about, I think that makes a big difference.
Who came up with the title? When did you come up with it? To the writing process?
Pretty much the writing process.
I think the biggest difference between this record and the last one, that this one's good and the last one was shit.
Yeah, we got up a lot in like the space between albums, and I think we got better on our instruments as well, so it was really good that way.
But how did it all begin? Starting a band?
We just met really to start the band. We just wanted to start a band, so...
We're all a blur, really. We're all kind of like doing loads of drugs, so I can't really remember how it started. I think it was Lee's idea though, wasn't it? Yeah. We were all like kind of just friends before. And Lee were like, why don't we like hang out and make music rather than just hang out? So we just thought we'd try it. None of us knew how to play anything, but we kind of just learned ourselves.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done on stage? Bye!
I'm gonna have to say the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me is when I had an hair extension in and it fell out during mid-set, and I had a completely different hairstyle. Pretty dark days.
I think Warped Tour was definitely a highlight, Warped Tour in America. It was just like, it was just crazy, like, it was one of the best tours we've ever been on in our lives, and like, everyone was so friendly, the shows were huge, kids were crazy, and it was like, it was just a really good tour to be on.
We kind of wanted to get away from that kind of like metalcore sound, like, because there's so many bands doing it nowadays.
Yeah.
There's fucking loads of them.
You started a trend, you did.
I don't know.
Newcastle. You guys know the words. Put your hand up if you know the words. That's good. Our side can think you're as bad as the Germans. You know the Germans are bad. They don't know shit. Right. But you didn't sing it, so we need to try it one more time. Can we do that? In a chorus. Every single person in this room needs to sing a line about some fucking slag that said I pissed on her. I didn't do it, alright? Let out there everything you put me through. I should have fucking pissed on you! Fuck you!
Apparently, this girl tried to claim that I pissed on her, but she was full of shit. It's just a stupid, fucked up situation that happened, and that's why I write songs. I can't be asked to try and justify myself to like a million people, because people believe what they want to believe. So that's just 30 seconds of my time. What I have to say about it.
Was it hard dealing with it?
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
People thinking he did this awful thing, and he didn't. Yeah, be alright.
The Sadness Will Never End was the fourth and final music video from the album, released on October 27, 2009.
You guys just released a video for this track, The Sadness Will Never End. Can you say anything about the video? What was the concept behind it?
It's kind of about like a kid who runs away from home and stuff, and I guess sets up camp in a wood. And while he's out there, has this feeling like someone's watching him all the time, and turns out that there's a girl watching him, and she's a vampire, and he thinks that she's gonna kill him and stuff, but she doesn't actually. She actually likes him, and they actually kind of get along, and
make friends and stuff, and then like he wakes up the next morning and she's gone, and I get, and then he's like, he looks for her and stuff and leaves notes saying I won't give up on you, so I don't know what it's about.
A remixed version of Suicide Season titled Suicide Season Cut Up was released in the UK on November 2nd, 2009. The musicians and producers featured on the remix include Ben Weinman from The Dillinger Escape Plan, Skrillex, Lamore Lamord, Casey Blitz, Utah Saints, and Sean Clown Creighton from Slipknot.
You guys have a remix album coming out of your latest album, Suicide Season, on November 3rd. How did you end up releasing a remix album? Where did you get the idea to it?
I guess like I had a friend, I knew a friend who did remixes, and he always went on about remixing one of our songs, and then after a while I actually got the stems for the separate things, and sent it him and did it, and it's pretty cool actually, and the rest of the band also I thought it was pretty cool, and I guess an idea just came from that, which thinking why don't we try and get every song remixed and try and do like a remix album, and at the same time our label was talking about doing a re-release, and I guess we thought it would be something a bit different to release a CD.
I guess we just thought it'd be a cool idea, like a lot of bands just re-release albums and just stick like a live video on or like a video, but we thought it'd be a cool idea to to do something different. I mean, we're all fans of electro music, we're all fans of hip hop and stuff, so I'm pretty stoked for kids to hear it, you know what I mean? Like we're not just straight up metal fans, we like a lot of different stuff, so it'll be pretty cool for kids to listen to it and stuff, so yeah, I think it'll be alright.
You're always on tour, aren't you tired from it? It's always a lot of people around. No.
We will never sleep.
It's a sleeping body. Yes.
Never get tired.
Guitarist Lee Malia noted that they compiled the release to fulfill a contractual obligation to re-release the album. In October of 2011, Suicide Season was awarded a gold certification from the Independent Music Companies Association, which indicated sales of at least 75,000 copies throughout Europe.
Tell just one little thing about Sheffield, England.
It's where Arctic Monkeys are from.
Steel City, Steel City, Arctic Monkeys, Def Leppard. The audiences remind me like early Slayer audience. When I was working with Slayer, this is a long time ago. The kids just went apeshit.
Were there many girls?
No girls. Back then, that's the difference. The early Slayer shows, there were no girls.
Were the Metal Beatles?
The Metal Beatles.
Someone said that's what someone calls it out here. Metal Beatles. Stage crew calls them Metal Beatles.
It's crazy. He'd turn up on a motorbike or whatever and just spend half the day fixing it, then come into the room and where we'd be recording guitars or whatever, and he'd be like, that doesn't sound right, tweak it a little, then go back to fixing his guitars. But it worked. It was just we're just okay, we trust you.
We were mad on recycling as well.
Yeah, we always got told off because we just
we had 2 bins.
In Scandinavia especially, super geared towards recycling, and we just chuck everything everywhere, and we come in and we get told off and be like, oh, dad or whatever, we'd be like, oh, sorry.
Just because everyone were there putting the full attention into it, people were bringing new ideas to the table as we were going on, so because everyone were there putting everything into it, not being distracted, we got the best album we could out of it, sort of thing.
And I think we just listened back to it so many times, then you got more ideas and stuff, and more ideas by just listening to it, and really concentrating on the song.
But did you bring the whole song ideas to the studio, or were
pretty much, but then there was some stuff to be added and written, some stuff that just happens in the studio, and people's ideas and stuff as you do it, so. But it was pretty much all there.
More stuff's happened in these last 2 years than's ever happened in my life, and more crazy stuff, and the stuff that you get subjected to from being in a band and touring all these places, and what goes on and stuff, it's kind of crazy. And Suicide Season's about the fact that something happened to me that nearly destroyed the band and nearly made the band not be able to carry on, but it didn't, and in the end it was alright. But if it never happened, the CD would have never got written because I would never had that stuff in my mind, and I never had to deal with it all, and I never have that to write about and sing about and stuff. So it's just like Suicide Season's like a fine line between it.
How can fans gain access to your guys' music?
LimeWire, most torrent websites. LimeWire, because
Legitimately, how would you really like them to gain access to your music?
iTunes.
Buy it in a shop.
We're completely original, we don't take any influence from any bands.
Yeah, disregard what I just said.
It's all from us.
What was your biggest influence for Suicide Season?
Freddie Mercury.
From Queen? Biggest influence on Suicide Season?
That's it.
I think that album at the time, it was like what we wanted to write and stuff, but I think we all prefer the new CD, and it's a bit like looking back on like like an old photo of yourself finishing what was going on there.
Some bands kind of like metalcore is a strict genre, and you do this and you do that, and I guess we've not always been like that. We're a bit more relaxed about it, and it's not as serious, and it doesn't have to be as, I guess, defined as metalcore is, you know what I mean? So we kind of like had a bit more fun with it.
I try to be like metal, if you know what I mean, like not like tough guy or anything like that, just like...
We're fans of, like, we're not just metal fans, we're like fans of electro, hip hop, anything. If it's good music, we'll listen to it, you know what I mean? So we don't really just limit ourselves to one sound or one, you know, like one genre or whatever. We kind of want to bring a lot of like our influences in and stuff on it, like music or whatever. So it's not, we're not just strictly a metal band, if you know what I mean.
Although the album was met with mixed reviews from critics, it was praised for being more musically diverse and powerful than their debut. The album was called, quote, intricately constructed, with refreshingly unpredictable songs, citing Bring Me the Horizon as one of Britain's first metalcore bands to, quote, make any waves. The album has been referred to as being fresher and catchier, pointing out that this is a great departure from their previous effort. One critic said, quote, all in all, Suicide Season has impressed me. The boys from BMTH have come back and shown they aren't just a generic haircuts band. Although, as Bring Me the Horizon received more recognition and acclaim in their future, Suicide Season has been looked upon more fondly than when it was first released. In 2012, British magazine Rock Sound inducted Suicide Season into their Hall of Fame. The band members reflected on the album positively. Jamie Kossoff, one of the remixers of the cut-up edition of the album, noted that electronic and dance music remixes of heavy music was not common before the cut-up edition was released.
Oh no! Just let go!
We liked it, and people liked it, and like got us to where we are today. So it's like we're still young, 18. We're still pretty young, like 21, whatever. We're still like progressing and like growing up. We're still going to keep getting better, I think. I think every band should. So.
I think that's like the positive in this with the last CD and this CD is that we've progressed rather than gone back.
Well, we're all really good looking, so that helps. All the pictures on there of our faces just seem to keep getting the friends added. So
We just get naked all the time. That seems to work.
Just pure good looks, really. And haircuts, definitely haircuts. Our hair definitely is one of the defining points of our success. Yeah.
It's your second visit to Russia, and what are your impressions for the last visit here? Maybe you remember something interesting.
Remember you kissing our bassist? Attacking him. In a club. You.
Me?
You.
With.
I think you're a bit drunk.
Yeah.
Apart from that, what else? We were just drunk. Last time we were just drunk all the time, so it's kind of hard to remember all.
And you pissed on the bed
pissed himself. I held a monkey today.
That's pretty cool.
So I remember that forever because I've never held a monkey before.
Your most recent album, Suicide Season, it went to #2 on the Billboard, the US Billboard Heat Seekers, right? You guys-
First I knew about that.
#2, that's a pretty big deal. What do you guys think about that?
It's pretty cool. What is it?
Who were #1?
Yeah. Who beat us?
Who beat us? It was so good to beat us there.
I don't know.
We need to step our game up. Get #1.
But it was still #2 in the US, North America.
not good
That's a
enough.
pretty big deal, right?
No.
Shit. Shit.
I was wondering if Ollie, what's his favourite girl's name? Over.
Best girl's name's gotta be Holly, because it's pretty much Holly with a H.
Right now in America, it just seems like crazy, like it's like a phenomenon sort of thing. Where it's like we can't believe how many kids are like just going crazy. Like they seem like more obsessed, if you know what I mean. Like
It's not just one set of kids either, it's like just loads.
they all know words and stuff, so it's like it's definitely a lot of fun playing in America.
Tell us a little bit about the story behind the title, obviously.
It kind of like depicts our lifestyles as kind of suicide because we put everything we have into this band and like everything we do. We've lost friends, we've lost family, we've lost money, we've lost so much shit, and after this band's done, we're basically gonna have nothing. I mean, I don't know what
We've got none of us got like an education or anything. We've all dropped out of college for this band and everything, and so none of us has got an education. So we feel as like once this band's done, we're gonna have fucking nothing.
Our last album was a big change from the album before, and I think we found our sound a bit more. This last CD, I think we've kind of found something that separates us from everyone else and just makes it sound a bit more unique. And I think we'll keep all of that, but I think we'll push other elements further, and I think we'll bring completely new elements, and well, hopefully anyway, that like we haven't done before. Or
What elements maybe would you?
I think we want to take it quite electronic and stuff. I mean, we had like parts of like electronic drums and synths and stuff. I mean, we don't want it to be like dance or like stuff like that, but I think we're all quite up for taking it in like kind of a digital direction, having some more like ambient, crazy stuff going on.
Did you already have talks with Frederick about it? Maybe he will produce it as well?
Yeah, Frederick's going to be doing that.
Yeah, we're working with him and then.
What he said, maybe you mentioned already this plans to him?
Well, so far we've just booked in with him and he was like happy to work with us again, which is cool. And but we're planning on bringing someone to the studio who does all like the electronic stuff and like bringing like an outsider in because we're pretty limited in what we know about how to do electronics and beats and stuff. So we're bringing in like someone who's really good at it.
But will it be incorporated in the live shows as well then?
Yeah.
It's been good. I guess it's been good everywhere. It's like a far better response than like our last CD did anyway. And, but yeah, we're all pretty stoked on like how it's been perceived like by press and like how everyone's reacted to it and stuff like that. So we're all pretty stoked and it's doing all right.
Your instrumentals are really intense, and so are Ali's lyrics and vocals. How do you combine them so well?
Luke. Yeah, look, we just wing it, and it comes out all right.
What are your personal favorite songs? Like playing wisely, which songs do you enjoy playing the most and you enjoy singing the most?
I guess Sleep One Eye Open's a fun one for me, and I guess because the lyrics are pretty, I don't know, they mean a lot, and it's quite fun to play live and kind of get some anger and energy out.
I'd say the same actually. I enjoy playing it. It's fast and up tempo and stuff, and it's a pretty aggressive song and stuff. And I don't know. I guess it's my favourite to play live too. Sleep with One Eye Open, classic.
There's like a million bands doing like deathcore and stuff, like, and we knew that if we just made out another album like Count Your Blessings, like came the same style, we'd just be with all them bands, like we'd just fade away kind of thing. But we knew we had to make ourselves stand out. We've had the negative stuff of like, you guys sold out, you're not metal anymore, and it's like, you're an idiot. And then mainly positive though.
Yeah, a lot of positive. I think a lot of like older people have started to like get it as well. Like I think before our music was like pretty much for young people, but now I think it's like opened it up to everyone.
If you guys could tour with any band, what band would it be?
Queen.
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. It's like split down the middle. it's different. It's either people hate us or they love us.
No idea.
It's like
Jazz fusion. We'll probably just be too. How old will we be?
Probably won't be a band anymore.
26.
I'll be 28 and I'll be ready for retirement.
All my hair.
I'll be nearly 30.
My hair will fall out and be over.
Dream's over. Yeah, either jazz fusion or a punk cover band.
Okay, and let's make a short ideas for our channel.
Any last words?
I shot the sheriff.
But he didn't shoot the deputy.
Ollie said, quote, "When we wrote Suicide Season, we weren't writing lyrics to try and help people or get anyone through anything. But the amount of people who have come up to me since and said a particular song has helped them through something or kept them alive. It's weird to hear that because it's all from my personal experience." In 2017, Suicide Season was certified silver in the UK with 60,000 certified units.
It is slightly ridiculous to say that Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera is number 20 and Master of Puppets were number 8 or 9 or something, and all these great metal albums that are clearly better than our album, none of the band are even going to deny that, failed to beat our album. But I kind of have an idea why. I'm guessing it's because Bruno Eisenman fans are a lot more of the kids that go online and do these polls and say someone who's into Meshuggah or Rage Against the Machine, so I accept that, but at the same time it's really cool for us, you know what I mean? It's cool for him to say, and I'm sure it's going to round quite a few people off.